Have you ever felt a calling from a place you've never seen? A gentle tug on your imagination, as if a distant land is quietly inviting you to discover its secrets. Sometimes it's not a shout, but a whisper, a feeling that grows stronger the more you listen. For me, that whisper came from the Faroe Islands, a remote archipelago that seemed to exist on the edge of the world, shrouded in mystery and allure. These emerald isles, scattered across the North Atlantic, sit quietly between Iceland and Norway, a world away from the noise of modern life. Here, the ocean is both a barrier and a bridge, shaping the land and the people who call it home. Here, nature reigns. Mist and myth swirl together, and every view feels like a living painting. The shifting light and weather create a landscape that is never quite the same twice, always inviting you to look closer. I arrived as clouds kissed the mountain tops, the air so crisp it felt like my first real breath. Each inhale was a reminder of how pure and untouched this place remains, far from the rush of city life. The peace here is profound, filled with the cry of seabirds, the bleating of sheep, and the rhythmic sigh of waves. Even the wind seems to carry stories, echoing through the valleys and over the cliffs. The islands invite you to slow down, to listen, and to reconnect with something primal within yourself. Time stretches, and you begin to notice the small wonders, the way the grass bends in the wind, the silence between bird calls. Shaped by ice, fire, wind and water, the landscape is breathtaking and raw. Every cliff and valley tells a story of ancient forces, of resilience and transformation. Standing on a cliff's edge, you feel humbled by the scale of it all, your worries shrinking in the vastness. The horizon stretches endlessly, and you realize how small, yet how connected you are to the world. The Faroese, descendants of Vikings, have lived in harmony with this wild environment for centuries. Their traditions are woven into the landscape, from turf-roofed houses to the gentle care of their flocks. My journey here was a search for a place where the world still feels pure and untouched. In these valleys and fjords, I found a sense of peace that's hard to describe, a feeling of stepping back in time. I found it in the sweeping valleys, dramatic coastlines, and the warmth of the people. Their hospitality is as genuine as the landscape is wild, making every visitor feel like a welcomed guest. The Faroe Islands are a reminder that magic still exists, stories are etched in stone, and the human spirit can find belonging. Here, legends linger in the mist, and every stone has a tale to tell. This is the Faroe Islands, a secret on the wind waiting for you to listen. If you let yourself be still, you might just hear its whisper, calling you home. The Faroese word kanska, maybe, captures the island's spirit, a sense of possibility and unpredictability that defines life here. In the Faroe Islands, the weather is ever-changing and alive, shifting from gentle drizzle to wild winds in a matter of minutes. Sunshine one moment, mist the next. The same view is never the same twice. The landscape transforms with every passing cloud, every ray of light. The mountains are ancient and wise, their slopes cloaked in vibrant green, rising straight from the sea. They stand as silent guardians, shaped by centuries of wind and water. Sheep outnumber people, dotting the hillsides and adding a pastoral charm. Their presence is a reminder of the island's deep connection to tradition and nature. Hiking here means following old sheep tracks along cliffs, surrounded by wind and the distant call of birds. Each step brings you closer to the wild heart of the islands. Solitude is easy to find, bringing a deep, exhilarating peace. In these quiet moments, you feel the vastness of the landscape and the freedom it offers. The sea is the island's lifeblood, sometimes calm and reflective, sometimes a tempest crashing against black cliffs. Its moods shape daily life and inspire awe. The coastline is a masterpiece, sea stacks, hidden grottos and winding fjords carved by the relentless ocean. Every curve tells a story of time and tide. To watch the ocean here is to witness the heartbeat of the planet, a rhythm that connects land, sea and sky in a timeless dance. Every moment is a new perspective, a fresh wonder. The islands invite you to pause, to look closer, and to marvel at nature's artistry. This is where mountains meet the sea, and nature's drama unfolds before your eyes. A place where the world feels both ancient and alive, waiting to be discovered. Water shapes the Faroe Islands, mist, rain, and most spectacularly, waterfalls. These cascades tumble down green mountainsides, white ribbons against emerald slopes. Mulafossa waterfall in the village of Gassadalur spills from a cliff into the Atlantic, a moment of pure awe. Countless waterfalls appear after rain, streaming down rock faces and vanishing into mist. Some are so close to the road you feel their cool spray as you pass. The islands seem to weep tears of joy, celebrating the life-giving rain. Lakes like Sorvagsvatn create optical illusions, appearing to float above the sea. A hike to Trelanipa reveals this extraordinary view, a reminder of nature's artistry. Water here is not just a feature, it's the soul of the Faroe Islands. It brings the landscape alive, vibrant, and ever-changing. In every drop you feel the island's spirit. If sheep are the calm residents of the hills, quietly shaping the landscape with their gentle presence, then seabirds are the lively masters of the cliffs, filling the air with their calls and energy. The Faroe Islands are a true haven for seabirds, especially the charismatic puffins, whose colourful beaks and comical expressions make them a favourite among visitors. Mykines is their sanctuary. A short ferry ride transports you into their world, where the wild Atlantic meets dramatic cliffs and endless sky. Puffins nest in burrows on the cliff tops, digging deep into the earth to protect their precious eggs from the wind and rain. Unafraid and captivating in their thousands, they fill the landscape with life and colour, creating a spectacle that feels almost otherworldly. The hike to the Mykines Lighthouse is unforgettable. Ocean on one side, wind in your hair, and the sense of adventure in every step. Cliffs teeming with puffins on the other, their wings beating the salty air as they dart between land and sea. Crossing the bridge to Mykinesholmur, you feel suspended between earth and ocean, surrounded by the wildness of nature. With birds soaring overhead and the sea roaring below, every sense is awakened by the raw beauty of this place. It feels like stepping into a nature documentary, where every moment is vivid and alive. Watching puffins waddle and care for their young is pure joy. A glimpse into the tender side of wildlife on the edge of the world. They are a symbol of the island's wild spirit, resilient and free in their remote home. Seeing them thrive here is a powerful reminder of nature's beauty and fragility, and of our responsibility to protect such wonders. The memory of Mykines and its puffins will stay with you long after you leave, calling you back to the wild Atlantic shores. Faroese villages are colourful jewels nestled in deep fjords or sheltered bays. Houses with turf roofs blend into the landscape, a sustainable tradition that endures. Life moves at a gentle pace, shaped by the sea and seasons. There's a strong sense of community, quiet harbours, small churches, and a profound peace. Wandering through Jov or Saxon feels like stepping back in time. Saxon's grass-roofed houses surround a tidal lagoon with a white church standing sentinel. Silence is broken only by sheep and seabirds. The tranquility feels sacred. These villages are the heart of the Faroe Islands, where warmth and hospitality thrive. Sharing coffee and stories in a village cafe reveals the island's resilient, connected spirit. Here you truly understand the unique character of this remarkable place. To know the Faroe Islands, you must taste them. The cuisine is shaped by land and sea, pure, honest and inventive. Lamb, grazing on wild herbs, is a star, often wind-dried and fermented for a bold traditional flavour. The ocean offers fresh fish and seafood, cod, haddock, langoustines and even sea urchins. Dining here connects you to the source, clean waters, wild landscapes and ancient preservation methods. A new generation of chefs is reinventing tradition, creating world-class dishes rooted in local ingredients. Restaurants in Tórshavn are gaining acclaim for their creativity and sustainability. Eating in the Faroe Islands is a delicious embrace of past and future. Every meal is a celebration of place, people and possibility. Faroese culture is woven from ancient sagas, haunting music and the warmth of wool. Traditions are alive, connecting today's islanders to their Viking ancestors. The kvæði, or chain dance, is a hypnotic communal storytelling, keeping language and history alive. Witnessing a chain dance is to feel the island's collective memory. Faroese sheep provide thick, lanolin-rich wool, essential for survival and national identity. Intricate knitwear patterns tell stories of families and villages, each stitch a thread in the island's tapestry. Craftsmanship and community are valued over mass production. In a rapidly changing world, the Faroe Islands hold fast to their roots. Heritage here is celebrated, not forgotten. This deep cultural resonance transforms a visit into a meaningful journey. Visiting the Faroe Islands is a privilege and a responsibility. This is a living ecosystem and cherished home, not a theme park. The beauty here is fragile. We must protect it. Stick to marked paths, ancient sheep tracks that minimize erosion and guide you safely. Respect wildlife. Keep your distance, especially during nesting season, and never feed the animals. Be a quiet observer, not a disturbance. Villages are people's homes. Respect privacy, ask before taking photos, and support local businesses. A simple Godin Dagen, good day, shows appreciation. Being a respectful traveler means understanding the island's rhythms and soul. Travel with gratitude for the chance to experience such unspoiled beauty. By treading lightly, we help preserve this wild paradise for future generations. Let us be guardians, not just visitors. Leave only footprints and gratitude behind. My time in the Faroe Islands ends, but the feeling lingers. The taste of salt spray, the sight of puffins, the sound of wind. These memories stay with you. This is more than a destination. It's an experience that changes you. It reconnects you to nature's raw power and the joy of being alive. If you hear the whisper on the wind, answer its call. Stand on a sea cliff, walk ancient paths, and feel the warmth of a community in harmony with the earth. Let the Faroe Islands inspire and humble you. This is a journey to the edge of the world and to the heart of what it means to be human. Thank you for joining this adventure. The next one awaits. Until then, let the magic of the Faroe Islands stay with you.